BMW Z3. BMW's more pretentious Mazda Miata.
The following is a Cruisers Motorsports exclusive.
Now that I'm a little underwhelmed that I finally got to drive it, but I am driving a 1997 BMW Z3. Z3 only has the one, oh god, what was it, 1819, I believe it was. BMW states that these cars were meant to compete with Porsche Boxsters. It feels like an undergrown Miata. It really surprises me that this thing is as gutless as it is. It does have some zip, it just doesn't have any torque. That's my biggest issue with it. Anything below 3,000 RPM in this thing, and it just kind of looks at you like, what is torque? Well, much like a Miata, it is kind of gutless. And much like a Miata, it's just really fun to drive through the twisties. I was never really a big BMW fan. I really like the boxy, of course, because it's a boxy car. The old 80s 3 Series, BMW 3 Series. I like the old, what is that, the 840s. Again, boxy, mid-engine, sporty looking car. Alright, we're going to come up to a roundabout. This is what these things are really about, is the handling, right? It's like driving the race car just underpowered. this thing is the clutch. It's like driving an old Chevy S10. It doesn't engage until you get it almost all the way to the top of the clutch travel. I don't know if that's an adjustment thing or that's just the way they are. Who am I kidding? I'm just glad I'm driving a manual finally. This thing does have some pretty wide tires on it for being an overgrown Miata. And if you hear me saying Miata a lot, it's because one of my best friends happens to have a Miata that he's been in love with for years now. And I just like picking on him. Love you, Foskett. Crikey, what I've got for you here that I found driving around. You don't see too many anymore. They're an endangered species. I want you to be very, very quiet, or otherwise you'll scare it away. The elusive Chevy Beretta out in the wild. Just happened to find it. I just happened to be driving through the neighborhood. Scare it away. It's an endangered species. As always, a huge thanks goes out to the owner of this Z3 for letting me drive it around for the day. Subscribe if you want to see more beautiful cars. Want more cruisers? Click on the description below for links to the cruiser's social media, as well as the cruiser's Patreon, where you can score yourself a printed vinyl cruiser's window sticker. Keep yourself safe in these times that we're going through, my friends. And remember, those friends, well, they're the family you get to choose. I'll see you next week, fellow cruisers.